right, here we are. A couple minutes late, but that's okay. We're not missing anything too much. Let's see what we got. What happened yesterday after I left? Take a quick look. Oh, we had a little bit of a red day yesterday. And then we got bought right back up, and now here we are. Looks like we've already been back to all near all-time highs. Now we're down a little bit. Let's see what the day's got in store for us. Let's check out our 15 minutes, see if we can find. All right, so let me see here. Got a few bounces off of this level here. All right, a lot of action. We're kind of like right in the middle of where all this volume has been happening. So let us sit back, give this a few minutes, see if we can figure it out. All right, hang on, I'll be right back. Need my coffee. Well, I thought I needed my coffee. Turns out I am officially out of coffee. Drank it all, apparently. So, let's see here. Okay. Let's see, I'm gonna make a new window here. All right, we're coming on down here. All right. I'm looking at the overnight low here at 29.56. If we hit there, I'll give it a quick little scalp. I may also do another quick one right at, well, let's check our liquidity. What are we looking at? And what's enough? There's nothing too much right here. So, maybe a nice round number around 100, which it looks like we're going to. Let's see what we got here. not a ton of volume on this candle. Ton on the last one, like a ton of volume. Oh, it's because I'm looking at the 15-minute here. Darn. There we go. All right. Volume's still looking pretty good here. All right. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. That did not work the way that I was expecting, but it's fortunately an MNQ, which is a good thing. But now we're gonna keep on coming down. Here we come. Got nothing on the bottom, no bottom wick. Lots of volume. Why is this falling off? All right. Here we come. Looks like we're gonna come back down. I think there's like a 0% chance we don't. Like he said, why do I even talk like that? I don't have any ideas for 0% chances. That's crazy. All right, so went back down, and now looks like we're heading up. Let's see what we got over here. Why does this keep falling off alive? I don't like that. Maybe I have too much stuff going on here. All right. I'm feeling like I really want to jump in here because I feel like it's going back up, and I'm like, oh, I can quickly make some money, but that's not my play. It's not my play. I'm not going to do it. All right. What's happening here? Hold on. All right. What is it that's happening in my body? I'm feeling antsy. I'm feeling like I'm just real antsy, like fidgety almost, like restless. My heart rate's up a little bit. I'm feeling like kind of bored and excited. Like bored, like I want to jump in. I don't want to watch all this. I don't want to miss it. I'm feeling FOMO. Like, oh, what's going on right now? Oh my God. Oh, we're totally gonna hit 29,200. This is how this is what I'm thinking. I'm narrating my thoughts, right? My feelings. Okay. It's not my trade. I lose when I take trades that aren't my trade. Deep breath in. I'm holding it for a second, and then I'm letting it back out. Getting a little light, like almost like a little head rush, enough to it just kind of changes like my whole physiology, changes my whole internal feeling. All right, let's take a trading action. I feel like I want to be doing something. I want to be doing something related to trading. So instead of actually trading, we'll do trading actions, right? So, like, let's see here. This seems like a fairly, yeah, man, this level right around here. There's this little zone here between 29,275 and 29,250. I think there's probably a little something there, right? And then I guess it's also sort of 300. There's just so much happening right in here, right? This has been support for days, bong 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 bong, like right off of it. And then you can see right here, this yesterday we came up and we hit it, and that was kind of like resistance. So support turned to resistance. We break back out a little bit, we drop back down almost off of the low of the day. All right. And now look, now we're already headed back. This is volatile. I don't want to be I don't want to see. This is why you don't jump in. This is why you don't jump in and chase, right? This is the reason. All right, back down. Let's check it out. Let's see what we get. Let's check the 1 minute really quickly. Okay. Let's check and see how we're looking over here. I don't think I need to hear myself right now. All right. $160, $150. Where are we going? Where are we going? Back up. I mean, look, I want to be bearish, but everything about the last month and a half tells me that I shouldn't be. That there's no reason at all to be bearish here. All right. While I wait for this to go down, I'm going to do something else. Hold tight. All right, still just bouncing around. No real significant movement here in the last 15 minutes or so, and not much for me to talk about. Sorry, I got somebody outside my window. Hang on. I mean, not outside my window. They're outside of my house. I'm looking out of my window. All right, here we go. Got, big green followed by significant red with a little bottom wick. Then we got red bottom wick, top wick, and now we've got red top wicking. We're halfway through. We're still kind of doji. This is very indecisive. But doesn't seem like the buyers are really showing up. Not a ton of strength here at the moment. Let's check our NQ. NQ, we got some liquidity down here. Yeah, well, here we go. Head down toward 125. Let's see, 147. All right, I'm going to take a quick scalp right off of, I'm going to go 127 here. See if we can, did I get it? Not quite. Yeah, see that it looked like 125, but it was closer to 127, like right in the middle of that, and I didn't get to that. It bounced before then. I don't love. Oh, and it ate all of it, so now I don't expect any bounce at all anymore. If we head back down, I think we should probably have not a lot of resistance, and we should be able to clear through this pretty quickly. Now, got any more? Got any more? There we go. Well, maybe we did do a little bouncer off of it. And we're getting some orders sitting around 29,100. We should see some of that start popping up, but I don't think it's going to be super significant. All right, here we go. Coming on down. Now, ATR is 54. My high of this is 86. My low is 112. So this candle is outside of ATR, which is weird because these are some pretty enormous candles. It's odd that I guess these right here, we're still pretty early for ATR to be reflecting kind of of the day, the New York session volatility. So, but 54 is pretty real. Let's see what we get here. Looks like nobody's got the appetite. Buyers and sellers at the moment, just battling it out. It's a tug of war, and that flag is right in the middle. New candle. Open and green. We're going to take out the previous candle's high. Maybe. This is where we just have to learn to sit and wait, learn to be patient, learn to think of that antsy feeling you get inside of yourself where you want to take a trade. Learn to think of that as a signal, not a trigger, right? It's one more piece of data to add to your decision making. And sometimes I find like, oh, well, if I really want to jump in, I should probably wait. For example, I would like to go short right now because I feel like it feels pretty obvious that we're heading back down. Look, we just like pretty big top wick there. Headed back toward this area where we had some liquidity before. We ate it all up. There should be nothing preventing us from going down and tapping this down here at 100, and it looks like probably even lower. But when I do that, I lose. When I trade based off of it seems pretty obvious that this is going to happen, I lose. When I trade based off of historically this has happened, when I make this trade, this has happened, I tend to do a little better, right? So sometimes it's like the difference between our experience and our analysis, maybe, right? My experience tells me that my analysis sucks. So I try to, I'm trying to teach myself to not really listen to my analysis all that much because the market's made to be manipulated, right? I mean, it is manipulated, and I don't know that it's necessarily like, yeah, we're gonna, I don't think it's Lex Luthor and Mr. Burns all colluding to take the money from the little guy, but it's also probably not that far from the truth either, you know? So here we go, back up. And we took out the previous candle's high. Now this, I would say, is pretty, again, pretty obvious we're going to go to 29,200. Obvious. We'll see. Back and forth, back and forth. We're just barcoding here. I'm feeling tired today. Apparently, I drank all my coffee, but it's not working. So I'm slow. I'm slowing down. Gotta get it moving. Let me get up. Let me get up. Get it moving here. Ooh, walk around for a second. Oh man, I got a text here. I'll see. Sorry. Okay. I'm going to tell this to no one, even because no one's watching. But yesterday, well, not even yesterday, go back a little bit. My daughter is in middle school and she rides the bus with this kid. She has to sit next to him. The bus driver has like assigned seats and she can't move. And this kid's like a typical sixth grade middle schooler, right? Like he's just an immature little jerk and he's mean to my daughter about shit and, whatever. My daughter's like a smart ass. So I'm sure it's just normal, like back and forth. Anyway, this kid uh, tells her the other day. He says something about like if you do that again, I'll go back in. I'll steal more mail from your mailbox. And my daughter's like, wait, what? You steal from our mailbox? And he's like, yeah, but I put it back. And then yesterday, I'm leaving my house and I see this kid riding his bike toward my house. So I stop and I'm looking in my rearview mirror and I see this kid and his friend open up my mailbox and reach in. And I like slam my car in reverse and back up and I'm like yelling at him. I'm like, stay out of my mailbox, kid. In like my best dad voice. And the kid's like, okay. He's all scared. Anyway, my neighbor, I told him about it this morning and he's like, oh, do you know what time? I have cameras, and I told him what time, and so he just sent me the video of me yelling at this kid. It was good. Yes, I intimidated a sixth grader. Proud moment. All right, we are breaking out of that range. Where are we going? We're going up. So let's see, where's our morning high here? We opened at 29,286. We got a little bit of up here at 300. All right. So I think we're going to go up, and then I expect a little move. Little move back up here. Let's see if I put this here. Where's that? That feels a little high. Let's see how quickly we get there. If we get there, see, this is why I'm looking at that going, well, it seems obvious that we're going back toward 29,300. Is it obvious? I don't know. All right, top wick, new candle, headed back, maybe. So look, this candle here, we've got more volume than the one before. This one, we're also high volume, but that's a top wick rejection. And now here we are starting a new candle, and we're already headed back up. This is not, I'm not getting any clear signals at all here. Let me check my book map. There's not much actionable at the moment. So we're just going to hang out, do something else, do something else. You can't just sit here and watch. You're going to start overfitting. If all you're doing is watching every tick and like waiting, like when's my opportunity going to come? It's going, your opportunity is coming. The market is going to give you an opportunity. Totally. Have a little patience, you know? It's kind of like being a little kid and like, Mom, when are we going to go? When are we going to go? When are we going to go? Just settle down. Go do something else. You're going to torture yourself and you're going to drive your mom crazy. And eventually your mom's going to be like, that's it. We're not going anywhere. And only in this case, you are bothering yourself. And eventually yourself is going to make you lose so that you have to stop trading and stop bothering you. Maybe a bad analogy, but my point is, instead of trying to like learn to white knuckle your way through these moments better, have patience, settle down, do something else. It's the easiest way to find that patience, is to busy yourself with other things. So I'm going to go busy myself with other things. Now back down. Let me just check this really quickly because I wasn't paying attention. I was doing something else. Looks like we got to right at 280. Yep. Before we headed back down a little. And now this little area here, we had a little pivot right around here. Look, it was this morning before the open. This was support after the open. This was resistance. So we'll see. Looks like maybe it's a little support again. Since we've broken through, we've come back down. We've tested it. We'll see. But I don't want to call this high volume, but it's higher volume. Still lots of indecision. No action. Nothing to play on. All right, here we go. Back up. So it looks like that was acting as support. Now we're rising up into our resistance level here. But again, just not a ton of, not even a ton, no actionable signals right now. So just hanging tight, waiting, doing something else, doing something else, keeping busy. I don't want to say it's staying disciplined. It's just staying busy. It's just being aware. I am aware that if I sit here and stare at this, I'm gonna get ants in my pants for losing my money. Basically, what it comes down to. I bet you have the same problem. Like, how many of you right now are watching this, going like, "Oh, I should get in. I should get in. It's about to break out. Here it goes. It's about to break out." We always joke, I think, in the trading community, we always joke about like, I should just do the opposite of what I think. Every time I get in a trade, it immediately goes against me. And I think there's actually a lot of truth in that idea. In fact, one of the things that helped me to break out of a perpetual losing cycle was I kind of made that joke, and then I was like, why don't you try it? Like, why don't you actually just try it? So I did. The next day, I did the opposite, and I had a killer green day, and I was like immediately in profit in like all of my trades. And because it would do things like right up here, I would I would get up to the top of a little range where we'd been compressing, and I would short. Instead of trying to go long and hoping that it's about to break out, I would short. And a lot of times it would immediately go my direction because, we're right here at the top of the range. But then what would happen is even if it broke out, I'd be able to either get out of the trade really, really quickly and without a lot of loss, right? Because a lot of times I'd go long here and it would break out. I get out pretty quick. I liked it. And it was one of the things that made me kind of realize like the way that I trade best is a little bit contrarian, and it's all about recognizing the times when what I think the what I think the market looks like it's going to do is not what it's most likely to do. If that makes sense. All right, broken out. Headed up toward 300 here. Let's check our. All right, we got a big old wall here at 300. Probably going to get eaten through, so I'm going to give it a quick little sell here. or at the time of this, is not working out the way that I want it. I generally want my little my scalps to be quick, and this is looking like we're actually going to eat into. We ate it, and I lost that trade, so I'm going to. See if we can come back down just a little bit. I'll just get out. All right. Well, we lost that one. It's okay. Now, my immediate reaction to that is I want to get in and I want to make that money back really quickly because I know that I can. I know it's possible to. I don't know that I'm going to, but I know that I can, right? I know that I might. So I'm just going to take that L. All right, I'm going to sit in this and I'm going to watch it. And I'm going to do some breathing just to chill myself out a little bit because I'm unhappy that that trade didn't work out. All right, there we go. I want to jump in and go long. I want to jump in and go long and get back my $75 I've lost. 75 bucks. If I jump in and go long, I may make 75 bucks. I might lose 300 bucks. I know myself, I'm unlikely to make 300 bucks. I'm way more likely to lose it. Now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to justify taking a long off of here. Going, well, it's done a little pullback. Maybe I'll get it. This is not my trade. This is not me. I'm not doing this. Like, oh, I can't believe I lost. Like, it's fine. I know that losing is a part of trading, but it doesn't change the fact that there are times where I don't like it. I don't like it. And I think it's okay to acknowledge that, like, I don't like it. I think everybody's so, like, into that, like, Mark Douglas, like, he's totally right. What Mark Douglas says is 100% correct. I think that what I'm What I dislike is the way everybody talks about it like, oh, what? It's perfectly logical and you should always think about things that way. I don't know about you, but I'm like not a perfectly logical being. I try to be logical, but sometimes my brain gets overridden by a whole bunch of chemical signals inside that are telling me, like, danger, 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 or like, you've lost and you must get it back, or your survival depends on it. Even though I know that's not accurate, it's like just it's deep, deep, deep subconscious, right? So I lost. No big deal. Now, what do we have? Hey, wait, what happened now? What happened there? Did we lose book map? Hmm. Book map live. Hmm. I seem to have lost. Who's this guy? Here's NQ. Huh. All right. Hmm. All right. Hang out for a few. I'm gonna busy myself. I don't like that I lost. It's bothering me. I don't want to let it blow me up. I'm not gonna lock myself out because I'm think they're I'm practicing a little bit of just distancing myself without having to chain myself up, right? This is a pretty easy one to kind of let go and to be like, this is, it's not like I just lost like 2 grand and I'm gonna like turn into a monster. So, but I still don't like it. That's the thing. It's okay to admit you don't like it. I don't like losing. You don't like losing. Nobody likes losing. I hate losing money. I hate losing small amounts of money. But I'm not going to let that turn into a reason for me to lose even more, you know? All right, back down, back up, back down. So we broke out above the 300 range. Coming back down, tapping it, testing it. Let's see if that's gonna, if this is a little failed breakout of this, or if we are just gonna test it and head back up. Nothing interesting here. I am tired. I'm tired, and this day hasn't given me much. And let's see, I did manage to just quickly grab a bounce, and so I'm up 20 bucks on the day. Yay. I think I'm gonna kill this here. Um, yeah, we'll come back tomorrow. This is my day. We're already 11, 20. The volume's drying up. It may make moves, but it's not anything that's gonna uh, provide me with a high probability of success, most likely. And what's the point of trading if you have to sit here and watch it all day? So I'm going to stop the stream. I'm going to go enjoy my life. I got some gardening to help my wife with. See you later.